Hello, my name is Brett Schuhart, and in anticipation of World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, I'm going to start releasing a series of short videos to help you get started with your own practice. This is going to be a series of exercises from Tammuz 18, and most of the instruction I'm doing comes directly from Rick Krause here in Oklahoma City. So all the credit goes to him and all the mistakes are mine. I want to put that out there. So we're going to start with WuChi, and WuChi is a standing pose. It's before the separation of yin and yang, before considering incoming or outgoing force. So it's a neutral position, and that's what we'll start with. So for WuChi, literally I'm going to stand if I can. You can do this on your knees. You can do the part of WuChi there are some that you can do while sitting and so on, but right now we're doing standing. Feet are going to be parallel to each other. You can do a little bit of pigeon-toed, but you may not be able to do pigeon-toed, so do what you can. Grip with your feet. Now, what I mean by that is I'm actually gripping with my feet. In fact, if I take my shoes off, let's go ahead and do that. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, but you can curl your feet. So curl your feet down a little bit. If you do that too much, your feet are going to hurt. So, middle way. A little bit of gripping. Feet are parallel. Knees are bent. And then the next thing I want to do, and the last thing I'm going to really talk about for this version of WuChi, is tailbone tucked. So if you practice yoga, you might have heard of neutral pelvis. It's the same basic idea. I'm actually taking and tucking my tailbone under. I'm bringing my perineum, or my taint, forward by tucking it towards approximately this part of the foot, just behind the balls of the feet, right here. This is called the bubbling well. We'll talk more about that later, but for right now, feet parallel, slightly gripping, knees bent, tuck under. And then lastly, you can let your arms rest to your side. Eventually, you'll be doing something along these lines, where you're taking the center of your palms and pointing them towards a direction. For right now, let's pick that direction just sort of just slightly below and behind the belly button. And then attempt to maintain this while standing and breathing into your stomach. One last thing you could do, if you want, the fontanelle, the soft spot on the head on a baby's head, push that up. It'll bring your chin back a little bit. Now, this is what it looks like from the side. So I'm going to try to get myself into WuChi. Feet parallel, knees bent, feet grabbing, tuck the tailbone, and then push the fontanelle up, and then hands pointing in. Once you've got this position, I'm holding my tension right here. Relax that sternum down. And then keep adjusting. Go back to your feet, grip with your feet, go back to your knees, knees bent, go back to your tailbone, turn under the tailbone. Find tension, relax it. Find tension, relax it by breathing out. And there's an example of WuChi. Now we'll be building on this throughout the videos. That is a good place to get to. It's a good resting pose. And also, if you need to, you can try it on your knees. If you're sitting in a chair, you can still take and imagine pushing your head up and letting your stomach out. So these are things you can do sitting, kneeling, whatever. And by just pressing your stomach out and breathing, that alone will almost certainly reduce your tension, reduce your blood pressure, and so on. So something to consider and give a try. We'll keep up with the series. Next time we'll be talking about the first active move in Tammuz 18.